Imagine someone places a knife in your hand. At first, you barely notice it. The blade is sharp, but it isn't hurting you yet. Then fear whispers, "Hold on tighter." So you do, a little tighter, then even tighter, until the blade begins cutting into your own skin. You cry, "Why is life so painful?" But life isn't squeezing the knife. You are. The hardest part isn't the pain. The hardest part is admitting that your own grip is keeping it alive. Because if you loosen your hand, you'll have to face everything you've been avoiding. The apology you never gave, the dream you never chased, the relationship you should have walked away from, the version of yourself you've hidden behind your wounds. So you convince yourself it's easier to keep bleeding. After all, pain is predictable. Healing isn't. Pain asks nothing from you except endurance. Healing asks for courage. It asks you to trust a future you've never seen. It asks you to believe that life can exist beyond survival. And that's terrifying. One day, you look at your hand. It's exhausted. Not because the knife became heavier, but because you've spent years carrying something that was never yours to hold forever. In that moment, you don't make a dramatic decision. You simply loosen one finger, then another, then another. The knife slips from your hand. It hits the ground. For the first time in years, the pain doesn't get worse. It begins to heal. The scar will remain, not to remind you of your weakness, but to remind you of your strength. Because strength isn't holding on until you break. Strength is recognizing when it's finally time to let go. Remember this. Sometimes the prison isn't locked. Sometimes it's just a hand that forgot it could open.